What's up? I'm back. This is another episode. I really gotta get going because I have noticed that another person has joined the server. Snow Archer. I thought he was gonna go be tech, but he joined the magic cult, from what it seems like, and now I am going to be behind even more. So I think it's my sign. I need to power game, and so I'm going to do that. Oh boy. Okay, so to get started, I really need to go into mechanism. So I'm going to start clearing away some of the stuff here that I don't need. I don't need the lathe. I don't need this. I don't need the transformer. I don't need the wire mill. I could keep these two because actually I don't need the furnace. But the mineral grinder is good because it does double some ore outputs. So I will keep that. Let's keep it right here. And then the charger is good because I still plan on using my drill, which it doesn't have fortune, unfortunately. Fortunately, that was funny. Haha, go me. Okay, so I can shove all of the rest of this stuff back in my tech chest, because that's going to be useless. Okay, so to get started with mechanism, I need power gen, which I do have the Stirling generator for. I think I want to move stuff around. This is not going to be enough space for all of the mechanism stuff. So I'm going to actually clear away some of these potatoes here, so I can get some more room to tech down. So now I can use this wall for mechanism stuff. I can still use the Stirling generator for powering my mechanism stuff, which is fantastic because the mechanism stuff kind of sucks early on. I mean, there's like a lot of passive power gen. So I'm going to make the entire back wall here conduits uh, eventually, because uh, this is going to be like a wall of machines. So actually, I don't want this to be there. I'm gonna change this back to none. So let's go through the things that I want. This can all go away. We're looking at mechanism now. Well, and a bit Ender IO. So first for Ender IO, I do want the capacitor bank that they have because it is something I haven't played with in a while. So I'm gonna make like 3 of these. It's gonna be a little expensive, but I think it's gonna be worth it. 3 of these because they are modular, as in like if you connect them up side by side, they'll all connect together and work as one, which is a brilliant idea. So I'm going to do that eventually. What else is on my list? I'm gonna want to make probably refined obsidian armor, because that is the most protective armor that's like available early on, or like mid-game-ish. That's probably gonna be good enough for it to like serve me all the way until I get a power suit, unless it breaks, which is fine. And then for a tool from mechanism, there is I'm also gonna want free runners and armored jetpack because they're yeah, free runners will be useful for mobility's sake. And then the atomic disassembler is just like a fantastic tool to dig and hit things with, so I'm going to need that. And then for resource gathering, I'm going to want where is it? Digital miner. So this digital miner is really cool. What it does is it can mine things in like the chunk without having to like dig down to that level. So you can configure it to mine like, hey, I only want lapis ore. It'll scan the chunks around it, see how many lapis ores are in that chunk or in like the surrounding area, and then it will dig them up from a distance and teleport the drops into its inventory. It is very powerful, honestly overpowered. Need it. I'm gonna need it to keep up with these magic folk. So then there's that. And then I'm also going to want to play with Power. Power is going to be very useful because it has some fantastic power storage and generation options. So I think I'm going to want Well, the vibrant capacitor is probably going to be good enough for now, so I'm not going to worry about power storage for the time being, but I'm going to want power generation. And the, what is it, magmator? This thing is probably going to be expensive. I think it requires, yeah, a nether star to make at the highest tier. So let me see, what does this one require? Oh, just emeralds. Do I have a lot of emeralds? Well, actually, I can get a bunch of emeralds once I get that digital miner up and running. So the magmator, is going to be good. What it does is it consumes lava to turn into energy. So then I'm going to need a good source of lava. So where can we find a good source of lava? The nether. We can pump it from the nether. So we're going to use the pump from range pumps to pump lava from the nether to feed to the magmator to give us power. Eventually, for now, I'll still use the starting generator. It'll hold us until then. But in order to transport things between dimensions, we're going to need a thing that can transfer fluids or energy, probably fluids, between dimensions. And I believe Mekanism has one of those things. Quantum Entangleporter, that's the one I want. So this should be very expensive, but it'll be worth it because it'll let us teleport items, fluids, and energy between dimensions, including from the nether back to my base. So that's the plan. For now, I'm going to get started. I think instead of making 3 of these, I'm going to start off with 1, and hopefully that's going to be enough to keep me going. To make refined obsidian, I'm going to need this osmium compressor, so I'm going to mark that down. And then I'm probably going to want to upgrade all of this stuff as well. So to upgrade all of this stuff, I'm going to need speed and energy upgrades, one of those. So I am going to come back when I have, when I'm ready to show you the results of not all of this, but the next step. Yeah, it's go time. All right, so I have made the osmium compressor, and then also upon further consideration, this vibrant capacitor bank requires ender pearls to make these vibrant alloy ingots, and I don't have enough ender pearls. Well, actually, I do. I have enough ender pearls to make one of those capacitor banks, but I'm deciding not to because I think I'm going to need ender pearls for other things. So I would like to save my ender pearls for that. So instead, I'm going to go 1 tier down from the vibrant capacitor bank and make the advanced capacitor bank, of which I already have the materials for, right here. 4 double layer capacitors, a block of redstone, and 4 copper alloy ingots. They can be an advanced capacitor bank. This is the battery block for your IO. There you go. I need to set this to just extract. There you go. Now, if I just chuck in a bunch of coal, this should store the energy. Perfect. It stores 2 million, which is pretty good. Pretty good. The top tier does store twice as much, 4 million, so we'll get there eventually. I also managed to make the osmium compressor here. The osmium compressor turns osmium and obsidian dust into refined obsidian, which is going to be useful for everything I want to make in Mekanism, pretty much. But I am not at the point where that would be super fast, so instead, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my machines here. Each of these basic machines from Mekanism has a factory version of them, which can process more items at once. They give you an additional 2 slots every tier you go up. So for example, we have this enrichment chamber that can be turned into the enriching factory, which can enrich 3 things at once, and that can be upgraded to enrich 5 things at once more for 7, and then finally 8 to 9. I don't think I'm gonna quite go for 9. Maybe I won't go for 7 as well. 7 might be a little too overkill for what I need at the moment. So I'm just gonna go with the 5 version here. I'm gonna do that for each of these. So I will get those materials and then I'll be right back. Jamming out here. I have made all the prerequisites for all of the factories. So as soon as this is done processing, I'm going to upgrade them. I can already upgrade these two. It's just that one that needs to finish what it's doing. So to do that, it's really easy. Just, oh, I guess it doesn't recognize that. That's fine. What is the recipe though? Redstone in the corners, iron on either side. Okay, and then these things here. Like that. There's the compressing factory, there's the enriching factory. And that... Was it done? I assume it was done. Okay. Put that there. Then it was iron. These things and redstone dust. Okay, and then I can upgrade with them one more time with advanced controls circuits, these infused alloys, and oh no, it was osmium on the sides, infused alloy in the corners. There you go. Now I have the advanced factories for each of these, and I really like that. Okay, next up I'm gonna upgrade their speed and energy. How much energy do I have here? Not enough. So to upgrade their energy, I'm gonna use these energy upgrades and speed upgrades. Each machine can hold 8 of each, so I'm gonna craft 24 of each because I have 3 machines. And I will be right back when I have those. Right, I am done making the things I need for the upgrades. So there are 24 energy upgrades and 24 speed up. Never mind, I'm gonna need more of these infused alloys. I'll be right back. Oh jeez. Alright, should have the materials now. Except I don't. I need 8 more glass? 4 more glass? Oh, good. Okay, that's fine. It's easy enough to make. Pop that on there. While that finishes up, I can make... Oh, I'm so close. I need one more. Okay. Well, what I do is I can slot them in here. 8 can go into each of them, so there's 8 energy ones and 8 speed. Speed makes it go faster but use more energy, and energy makes it use less energy. So there we go. I think for the osmium compressor, I probably don't need to have this all the way upgraded, because it's not something I'm going to need to use frequently. So I'm going to save the extra set of upgrades for another mechanism machine that I'm going to make in the future that I don't really have a reason to make now. So these are going to go in the tech chest for now. Now that these are upgraded, I can finally go and make my refined obsidian armor. To do that, I need refined obsidian, and to make refined obsidian, to compress osmium, and to compress refined obsidian dust. And to get that, I need to use obsidian dust with diamond. And to obsidian dust, I need to enrich obsidian. So I will get all that ready. We'll come back with 24 refined obsidian ingots. Yeah. Alright, I have made enough. It's actually really easy because after upgrading the machines, they went so fast. Yeah, so this is refined obsidian. It's so easy to make, so nice. And that would be really good upgrade to my armor. Do that. Oh no, it's back. Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's okay, I still have enough left over to make boots. Well, if these pants ever break, I will have an extra pair. I think the next step is the atomic disassembler. Yes, the atomic disassembler is gonna be my next step. So that needs an energy tablet, which is made like that. And also the atomic alloy, which is made like that. Alright, gonna do that real quick. Alright, I should have the materials required to make this atomic disassembler. There we go. And I can charge it straight in... Oh. Actually, this is the perfect opportunity. There's a wireless chargers mod. Yeah, I could try that out. I'm curious what that is about. The advanced one, because that seems... Oh yeah, that's not too hard to make, except there's this blaze powder, which requires me to go to the nether, because I don't have any blaze stuff. So actually, I'm going to charge this... I can't charge this, can I? Can I charge it in this, here? No? In the battery box? Nope. Okay. So I don't want to be... I don't want to be killing... Actually, cold damage might be good against the blazes. Don't know. But I don't want to be going in the nether with just this. Actually, you know what? It might not be that bad. I might be overreacting. So I'm gonna drop everything in here and go grab some blaze powder. Alright, now that I have blaze, I can turn that into blaze powder and use the blaze powder to make the wireless charger. I probably didn't need to do this, but I figured I need blaze rods at some point. So yeah, might as well just do that now. I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way to turn blazes into blaze powder, because there's always that 1-for-2 crafting recipe, but there are usually modded ways to get more. Oh, the sag mill will get me 4. Okay, I think that'll be the best option. So I'm just gonna grind up one of them and save the rest of the... Oh, it gave me 8. Oh, that was great. Okay. So I can now make that wireless charger. There we go. Wireless player charger. Pop that down there. And that should be charging very slowly, but surely, my atomic disassembler. So this atomic disassembler is basically an all-in-one tool. It can do everything. So with that, I don't need any of this other stuff. I could put some of it away. I don't need this drill. I don't need this axe anymore, as much as it was really good to me. This meat can go in there. That's great. Okay, after the atomic disassembler, I think it's time for me to go get that jetpack that I've been wanting. To power the jetpack, though, I am going to need a source of hydrogen gas. And to get that, I need the electrolytic separator. That shouldn't be too hard to get. I'm gonna go get both the thing for that and also the thing for the armor jetpack. And then I will be right back. Alright, I have to get off for the night very soon, but I did make the resources for all of this stuff. So I need to find a way to... There we go. Okay, so I can make the armored jetpack and the armored freerunners. There we go. Now I can put those on. I keep these in my bag. But the pants, I was gonna put back. Next up, I need to actually fill the jetpack. So I guess the chest plate's going back on. That shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna make the electrolytic separator and then I'll be right back. Alright, I have all the ingredients for the electrolytic separator. Here we go. That there, and that there. Now I have an electrolytic separator. This is supposed to turn water into hydrogen gas. So we need to find a way to give it water. I could probably make an one. Easy enough to do. I'll go fill it up and I will be right back. Go. Configurator configured. That here. Then oh, there we go. Now it's making hydrogen and oxygen. So if I put my jetpack in here, it'll eat up the hydrogen. The oxygen is gonna run indefinitely or until it runs out of water, but once it reaches the top, it will stop working. So I'm gonna set it to instead dump the excess oxygen so that it can always be producing hydrogen. There you go, that's the jetpack. Also, I have the free runners on, which make it so I don't take fall damage. Also, I can walk up on block heights without needing to jump. That, see, take any fall damage. It's very nice. It does use up a little bit of energy, but then my wireless charger over here wirelessly charges it, so super nice. I will, because I need to get off very soon, I will just show off the jetpack real quick. There you go. Now if I press H, I can go to hover mode, which will just hold me in place. Disabled or regular. Now this can go up until I run out of gas, but it doesn't do anything to increase my horizontal movement speed. This is good enough for me to be able to build stuff. So I think I'm actually at a decent, I made a good amount of progress in terms of getting all this done. The only thing I didn't do was the magmatar today, and I will do that next time. Or not next time. I'll probably start looking at building a permanent base next time, so we have that to look forward to. And then once I get a permanent base, and I'll probably want an item system too, an item storage system from AE2. So I will leave it off there. I will see you next time I play. For you, it'll be in just a few seconds. It's not like the end of the episode or anything. It's just the end of the night for me. Hey, I'm back because the next day post game awards running through my mind, but I'm gonna go collect some materials to go build a building because that's what I want to do. I will probably time lapse everything. I don't know. We'll see. Never really done a time lapse before. It should be fun. Alright, well, I figured I'd just do a voiceover for this part. Just to make sure you have something to listen to, I guess. There will be music playing in the background as well. I figured I'd just sort of talk about what sort of a build I'm wanting to make. You can see I'm collecting a lot of blackstone and calcite. I think those two look really good together. If I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to building, I don't do a lot of planning. I just sort of have an image in my mind of what sort of a building I want to make. And I just play around with it until I come up with something that I like. Honestly, it rarely ever matches what I have in my brain. And I'm okay with that. That's just sort of how I build. You'll see at the end of this video that the end product is something that I'm very, very proud of. For this one, though, I had an idea where the building would have this main central square of calcite that would be the walls, and then like every so often there would be these blackstone pillars that are jutting out of the ground and are sort of bracing the building, supporting it. And then in addition, because those blackstone pillars are vertical, I wanted something to sort of like hold it all together. So that's going to be done using stone bricks and lamps. Those will sort of form rings around the pillars that sort of brace the pillars and keep them on the building, almost as if they're like, if it's like a rubber band around the whole thing, but it's a stone brick band. After playing around with the design for a while, I think I didn't want just calcite. So instead, for those sections of the walls that have just calcite, and you're going to see this once I actually start building, I cut out a large portion of those and are going to put in windows in there using glass panes. But because of that, having a several block thick stone brick band around the building does not make those windows look good. So in the parts where the band starts to go over or under where the glass is, I transitioned to using archwood trapdoors, which happen to be the perfect shade of gray to like match the stone brick. So it's like a stone brick band that like thins out and becomes archwood trapdoors whenever there's a window. I think that sort of looks better. And all in all, I think it turns out really well. Another aspect of the building that I really wanted to make apparent was that it was getting thinner and smaller as it gets higher and higher. So that way it looks sort of like a tiered cake, or maybe there's like a very gradual slant. That's another thing I really wanted to try and do. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm not quite liking the end product completely. I'm very, very happy of what I was able to do. I just think that particularly near the top, when it comes in for the last time, I think that transition between the thicker part and the thinner part looks a little bit awkward. But I don't think I have the building skills good enough to fix that, and I think it looks fine if you view it from a distance, which is kind of how I plan to view it anyway. I'm not going to be up close very much. I originally wanted it to, for the very top floor, there would be no walls, and instead it would just be supporting the roof with 4 big pillars. After playing around with those 4 pillars, it didn't exactly look quite right, so I changed directions and got rid of those 4 pillars, and instead decided to make one giant pillar in the middle, and then 4 smaller pillars in the corner that sort of support the corners of the roof, and I think that looks much better. As for the roof itself, I wanted to use something that kind of resembles the Empire State Building, I think. I don't know. I'm not a huge architecture person. I just had this idea where I would have like a typical like arch or slant that the roof normally has, but then I'd like stagger it so that like every other layer would be the polished diorite is what I used, but then in between those there would be a deep slate brick layer that's regressed inwards a few blocks so it looks layered, and I think I managed to get that effect done really well. I'm like, the roof is probably my favorite part of the building, and I'm so proud of it. After all is said and done, I needed to come up with a name, and I don't actually do so over the course of recording this episode, although by the time I start recording the next episode, I do have a name. And I think I want to call this building something relevant to the company in the server that I'm making. And the company, after thinking about it, I think I want to call it the Banana Corp. I think that's a lighthearted enough name where I will enjoy it. But I think it's also sneaky because everyone knows that little tidbit about how bananas are secretly radioactive, or just a little bit radioactive, as if they're like hiding something nefarious inside, even though they're mostly harmless. And I think that's a good analogy for my role on this server, if I'm gonna be honest. It's like, there's a little tidbit where everyone tells you like, oh, there's this little thing about your company, or your status or whatever, that sounds dangerous, but it really isn't. So the company's going to be called Banana Corp, and then the building itself is just going to be called Site A, or Banana Corp headquarters. So I think that is going to be what I do. Hello. We're back again. It's been a few days since I've last recorded, but I have been playing a little bit. It's just I've been quite busy, so I haven't found much time to record. But I did find a little bit of time to experiment with some building designs, and so that's what I did to finish off today. Obviously, the building can undergo certain changes later if I feel that it's warranted, but just I really want a place to start setting up shop. So that's what I want to do today. So I do have a few things I would like to make before I get started, just because I think there are a few gadgets that I've been wanting to have, but I've been holding off because I haven't been recording. To start off with, I made some of these gadgets. There's a building gadget, which is like a very handy building tool, and then there's a copy-paste gadget, which lets you copy and paste structures that you've built. So I was gonna do that to copy and paste like the wall. Like I'd build one side of the building and then copy and paste it 3 times, rotated, so that I can have all 4 walls. Now, I've been experimenting with the building based design a little bit, and I'm not ready to show that off quite yet. I just want to get some of these other gadgets done. So I will do that now. The first thing I want to make is a slice and splice from Ender IO. That's a machine that lets you turn mob heads into other things. I think that'll be useful. And then I want to make the Staff of Traveling, which needs a soul binder. Actually, I think you can hold off on the slice and splice. But I want to make the Staff of Traveling, which requires a soul binder. And then I also want to make the experience obelisk, just somewhere to store my XP so that if I die, I don't lose it all. Oh, XP obelisk. Oh, sorry. Sorry for getting that Ender IO. It shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna go grab all the various materials to make all of those, and then I will be right back. Alright, turns out that the soul binder here requires one of the slice and splices to be made, so I guess I had to make it anyway. Luckily, it wasn't that hard to do. So here's a slice and splice. when I was out capturing an Enderman for the Ender Crystal here. Turns out that I also needed, uh, or that I stumbled upon a loot capacitor, so I'll just use that now. The slice and splice requires both shears and an axe to run, so I'll just make in one because wait, I should have an axe. Yes, I do. I'll use this annihilating iron axe because I don't know what else I use it for. Okay, using that, we can now make this Z logic controller. All right, should be able to just put in everything here, that, and Solarium. Now it's making me the Z logic controller. Hooray! So I'll gather up the rest of this stuff and then I'll be back. All the materials for the soul binder. So soul binder made. That down right here. Grab another capacitor. Let's grab a random one. Okay, I forgot that the soul binder does require XP to work, but that is okay. So next up, the staff of traveling, which requires me to get a vibrant crystal. Made in the alloy smelter. I can do that pretty easily now. That there it is. So the way the soul binder works is that I can shove a soul of a mob inside of there. The obelisk obtained. I will pop that on top of my soul binder and put all of my levels in there. Put this to push down there. There you go. Now it will run. Ender crystal obtained. Okay. Now I need some dark steel. Now I have the staff of traveling. Hooray. So what the staff of traveling does is if I shift right click, it'll teleport me a short distance away. It can even go through blocks. That. So this should help with my mobility a little more. Of course it uses a little bit of energy, but with my wireless charger here, that shouldn't be a problem. Alright, now on to building. So I'm back, and I think I've stumbled across some really nice design elements. So you may have seen already the front face of the building. Actually, I don't know if this will be the front, but one of the faces of the building. It was hard to get it because I wanted it sort of like come in on itself a little bit as it rises. I really like this roof here. Let me turn off the clouds. Yeah, I really like this roof, the rooftop portion. I think it looks really nice. The only thing I am going to change about the design, sure. I'm not a huge fan of these pillars. I think individually they look nice, but they don't look like they can support a roof of this size. So I was thinking of changing it so that instead of being 4 pillars around the center, it's just one giant one that you can walk inside of. I think that might look better. It is getting late though, so I will do that next time. Also next time is the rest of the building, because I'm not going to pull a Gearin and forget to do the back of the building. No, this will be a all sides thing. Now once I'm done with that, I'll finally be able to move all my stuff into a building and we can get started on getting more energy and an item system up and running, because that's something I'm really needing. I'm running out of space everywhere and I don't have the energy foundation to support a computer system. Alright, so I have gathered all of the materials for the rest of the 3 walls. It took a while, but now I'm ready to paste them. Hopefully there's enough energy in the gadget for it. So first I gotta copy the whole thing, which is from there to probably down here. Okay, 54,000 blocks. Okay. Uh, oh.
Wow.
Oh no, because it's why is it taking into account the
That's
roof?
what we in the Minecraft biz would say. That's a lot of blocks.
Oh, actually, I want the primary corner to be the one down here. Okay. Copy 22,000. Much better. I mean, it's still a lot, but much better. Okay, set its face mode. Line it up in the corner, rotate it.
And reverse it.
No. Let's set down the anchor. Is this the right height? I think this is the right height. Alright. And then I grab everything out of these chests and put it in my backpack. Oh! Never mind, there's not enough space. Oh no, what have I done? Quick, put it down. Put stuff away, put stuff away. Okay, I might have to paste this in multiple rounds, because I don't have enough inventory space. Okay, let's just do one paste. I want to watch this. Is it working? It is. Oh. Look at it go.
Slowly.
Beautiful. Okay. I need to pick up the rest of the blocks. Just paste that. Oh, I'm gonna have to flip all the trapdoors manually. That's fine. Okay, looks like we're missing some stone bricks stairs. So I'll go grab those. Paste. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Okay, what next? Glass. Glass is in this chest. I love this. Okay, need more glass. Can put this flower away, don't need that. Alright, is that one wall done? I think so. Yay! Look at it, it's beautiful. Okay. Let's put down the third wall. Oh, look at it. Technology. Oh, I'm out of stairs. Need more stairs. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, what else do I need? Glass. What? There's a nightmare thing near me, probably.
Ooh.
Oh, yep. Just gonna
Wait,
wait
how's
till the
this-
blindness wears off. There he is. Where did he come from? Get out of here. Paste again. Okay, I think that's this side done. Yep, okay, and then now for the final wall. Alright, paste. Ugh, this is so beautiful. It's all coming together. Oh, it's like the trapdoors. Not all the trapdoors were there. Oh, did it just copy and paste it the wrong? Yeah, I did. Oh, luckily there's an undo button. Did I just undo that? I copy and pasted it one block too high. I'll wait for the undo to finish. Oh! Okay. So change this to go down one more term. Paste. Oh, it looks like it pasted correctly. Yeah, it's just missing some trapdoors. I'm still missing a couple of trapdoors. Well, I'll fix up the rest manually. The bulk of it is there. I'll also collect... Oh wait, no, I think I should have the roof resources already as well. It's like that. Yeah. I love this copy-paste gadget. Look at it. Oh, I'm out of... What is that? Deep slate bricks? Here we go. And then it's just this part that also needs to be copy-pasted. Anchor that there. Is that right? Yes. Alright, and I can manually place the rest of this glass and stuff. Yeah, so that's like the building most of the way done. I guess I still have to paste in the floors, but that can be done off camera. It's beautiful. It's coming together. Thank you all for watching. Next time, I will have the building completely finished, and I will also get ready to get started on more substantial energy source and get into an item system, because I oh so desperately need that. Catch you all next time.